Welcome to Discover Daily by Perplexity, an AI-generated show on tech, science, and culture. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sophie. Today, we're exploring a groundbreaking quantum communication experiment in New York City that could pave the way for a quantum internet.
But first, another advancement in the AI race and a massive security breach that may affect more than 1/3 of all humans on Earth. There's a lot to unpack. In AI news, xAI, Elon Musk's artificial intelligence company, has released beta versions of Grok-2 and Grok-2 Mini. These new models show significant improvements in performance, outranking both Claude 3.5 Sonnet and GPT-4 Turbo on the LMSYS leaderboard. The LMSYS leaderboard, also known as the Chatbot Arena, is a popular crowdsourced ranking system that evaluates AI language models through millions of human comparisons. Grok-2 now boasts enhanced capabilities in graduate-level science knowledge, general knowledge, and math competition problems. A standout feature is its ability to generate images, powered by the open-source diffusion model Flux-1 from Black Forest Labs. The release of Grok-2 marks xAI's continued efforts to compete in the rapidly evolving AI landscape. However, it's not without concerns. xAI has faced criticism for allegedly using EU users' data without consent to train its models, which could lead to legal challenges. Additionally, Grok's image generation feature is integrated into Musk's other company, X, formerly known as Twitter, and appears to lack guardrails for creating deep fakes, raising concerns about potential misuse for misinformation. Now to a massive security issue. The National Public Data Breach, one of the largest in history, has exposed the personal information of approximately 2.9 billion individuals. As reported by Bloomberg, the breach involved a massive background check database containing sensitive data such as social security numbers, names, and addresses. The cybercriminal group US DoD claimed responsibility for the breach, offering the stolen database for sale on the dark web for $3.5 million. The exact timeline and method of the breach remain unclear, with some reports suggesting the initial compromise may have occurred as early as December 2023, while others reporting April 2024. Multiple class action lawsuits have been filed against Jericho Pictures Inc., the owner of National Public Data, accusing the company of negligence and failure to adequately secure personal data. National Public Data has acknowledged the incident, stating they are cooperating with law enforcement and governmental investigators. They claim to have implemented additional security measures to prevent future breaches. However, the company has yet to directly inform affected individuals about their compromised data, leaving many to learn of their involvement through third-party identity theft protection services. The company advises customers to monitor their accounts closely and report any suspicious activity immediately. 2.9 billion people possibly affected is just an astounding number. Okay, now we turn to Sophie for a big advancement happening right under the streets of New York City, one that might help with cybersecurity.
Today, we're exploring a significant milestone in quantum communication. Researchers have successfully maintained entangled photons through existing fiber-optic cables under the streets of New York City, demonstrating the potential for building large-scale quantum networks using current telecommunications infrastructure. The research team at QNect sent 20,000 entangled photon pairs per second through a 34-kilometer or 21-mile loop of commercial fiber-optic cable in New York City. They maintained a high fidelity of 99% and operated continuously for 2 weeks without requiring frequent recalibrations. In quantum physics, entanglement occurs when particles are generated or interact in such a way that the quantum state of each particle cannot be described independently of the others, even when separated by large distances. This phenomenon is crucial for quantum communication and computing. The researchers used a technique called polarization-based entanglement, which is easier to measure and process, but more sensitive to disturbances in optical fibers. They created special pairs of light particles that can instantly affect each other, even when far apart. One particle from each pair was sent through the fiber optic cable, demonstrating the potential for long-distance quantum communication. To overcome the challenges of maintaining entanglement in real-world conditions, the team developed active stabilization technology. This allowed them to preserve the fragile entangled quantum bits at high rates over the urban fiber loop, compensating for stresses on fibers from vibrations, bending, and fluctuations in pressure and temperature. The implications of this achievement are far-reaching. Quantum networks could revolutionize cybersecurity, protecting sensitive information from increasingly sophisticated cyber threats. It could also enable new forms of distributed quantum computing, enhancing computational power for complex problem-solving. In the broader context, this breakthrough brings us closer to realizing a global quantum internet and follows another promising experiment performed under the streets of Boston by Harvard researchers. It aligns with initiatives like the U.S. Blueprint for the Quantum Internet and similar efforts in Europe. The ability to use existing fiber optic infrastructure for quantum networks could significantly accelerate the deployment and reduce costs compared to building entirely new systems. However, challenges remain. Scaling up this technology to cover larger distances and more complex networks will require further innovations in areas like quantum repeaters and network protocols. There are also concerns about the long-term stability of quantum systems in varied environmental conditions. But the race to build the first practical quantum internet is on, and this experiment in New York City is one step closer to that reality.
Amazing. Thank you. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in to Discover Daily by Perplexity. We invite you to subscribe on your favorite platform to stay updated on the latest in tech, science, and culture. Don't forget the Perplexity app is available on both Android and iOS, putting the power of AI-driven information at your fingertips. We'll be back here tomorrow with more stories that shape our world. Until then, stay curious.